Yeah, no more Genshin talk. So, hi, welcome. Thank you for the raid, Oshio, whoever you are. This joke is getting tired. But hi, welcome raiders to our wonderful, wonderful D&D session where everything is wonderful, sunshine and rainbows, and nothing bad is ever going to happen, ever. Hi. Um, but yes, also, Oshia, why the fuck are you contributing to the fucking challenge?
Why not?
Why? This is no fuck. Okay.
Isn't it there to be contributed to?
I mean,
Everyone contribute
technically,
to contribute to Massive's challenge so that he plays a horror game.
don't. It's fine. Highlighting. It's fine. It's fine. Listen, I was bullied into the fucking hell. 75%. I fucking hate you. All right. No, whatever. Anyway, this is Telia Misfits. Welcome to the 18th episode of season 2 of Telia
And
Misfits
the potential finale.
and the potential. I got a hero point from Tomo. Thank you, Tomo. Yay! That's great. That's great. Also, fuck you, Tomo. Fuck you, RB. Thank you for contributing. Fuck off. Either way, I'm here joined by my wonderful friends. One of them is our wonderful raider, Ocean X. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Oshio, um, who apparently likes to cause me pain and suffering through
Magical
other
change.
means.
Speaking of magical change,
What do you mean? I raided
give me
you.
one sec, because
You should be
it's,
thankful.
because I was a lot.
You should be
Yeah.
thankful I graced you with my glorious presence.
So
Wow, I should clip that. I should fucking clip that and put it everywhere. You see, this is what toxic VTubing is like. Also, another streamer we have around is Savian. Hi, Sav.
Hi, I'm going to be streaming the new Pokemon game on Saturday. When on Saturday? Most of it.
Oh shit! Wait, new Pokemon's coming out Saturday? Is that it?
It comes out Friday, I'll be streaming it Saturday.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I didn't know. Okay, cool. Also with us, we have Raining Blades. Hi.
Hi, everyone.
And next to Raining Blades, we have Spyro Proxy. Good evening.
Hi, guys.
And last but never least, we have Jorge Small. Oh, sorry, I mean Dusk.
Haha!
I love you, man. I love you, man. You know what? Would Jorge Small like to do a recap of the last episode?
Oh hell yeah!
So it's me, Jorge Small. You may remember me from the previous adventure. I am a halfling rogue, and I was on a hell of an adventure today. Jorge, after fighting the massive monster and killing him, went down a tunnel, and that is where he saw it. The bird. The bird itself was one hot spicy wing. That Jorge took him down himself. He went, ha ha! And backflipped on him. And then afterwards, Corona was like, hello, my name is Corona. Get in my egg. And the bird, who did it? Afterwards, I talked to Emrys. They are very, very sweaty and very smelly. And now we're all leaving because Jorge knows the way.
Thank you, Jorge. Thank you for that.
And scene. Here we are.
And scene. That is, we welcome every Jorgeism that you grace us with. So no, that was beautiful. So yes, after the angel brought back Alphonse and Krona, the party decided to leave. So we will actually resume not with the party, But we are going to cut to another scene. Callahan? Hi.
Hey, hello, this is Callahan.
There he goes.
Last time on Telia Misfits.
No,
was
no,
playing.
stop.
We're not
Stop,
doing
stop.
the Callahan recap? Is no one interested in what he did while you guys were in the mountain?
Did you play cards the whole time?
He played cards, he reorganized all those packs that he bought that one episode. He double checked his Mason tools and was like, I don't know how to use this. And there's a pile of junk right in front of the mountain or the volcano entrance. And yeah, he went back to cards.
He
Right.
made a couple Instagram posts. He checked his Twitter account.
IGV,
He posted in his Tumblr. Yeah. Please stop contributing. I assure you, it's not a good challenge. It's not. God damn it. Thank you. But yes, Callahan. Mr. Callahan.
Sorry, I'm just going to interrupt. Do you know what my favorite part about it is, about this challenge? Look what it says.
Yeah.
So-and-so's contributed so-and-so total to make massive player horror game challenge.
Yeah, challenge. Yeah.
Challenge.
It's a challenge. But yeah, fuck you, Sev. God, okay.
I'm sorry, I am sitting on like 50k points, and you've taken the ability for me to buy hero points with it.
Buy it for the.
I would have just put you all the way to the top if it let me hit donate more.
I hate you all. Listen, next challenge I ever make, I will make it like 200,000k because of fuckers like you. Right. And oh my god, that's the 50k. Fuck me. Are you no. All right, it's
Ooh,
almost
you
there.
did it.
No, it's almost there.
Congrats.
It's
Oh,
almost
not
there. It's not okay. It's not there.
Guys,
No, 200 away. No, it's fine. It's fine.
on.
Anyway,
Oh,
anyway,
closer.
shut up.
You won't
Mr.
let me donate more.
Okay. Mr. Callahan Dutch, as you are waiting for the rest of the party, sitting, playing cards with Keha and her lizard. Yes, the lizard is participating in the card game. And also, Lightning has given you all a hero point.
Don't
Keep
use
that
it
in
on the
mind.
card game.
Thank you.
Yes, very important. This is for the party, so keep that in mind. Anyway, as you are playing, your bracelet actually starts giving off a blue light and blinking, as if you have received the message. Will you take the call from Favis?
Ring.
Oh,
Call, phone
this-
call.
Banana phone.
Yeah.
yeah. Of course,
Alright.
Callahan and Favis. We didn't burn that bridge. We did the opposite of burning that bridge. We built a bridge together.
Yeah.
They're mates now.
Yeah. So, as you press the button on the side to pick up the call, a holographic image of Mr. Favis, well, a robot, appears in front of you, and you hear Favis's voice. Oh, Callahan, a good day to you. I hope you are well.
Yo, Favis, man, you will not believe how good this girl is at cards, man.
Oh, that's wonderful, I guess. I do not know who you're talking about, but we have limited time. Would you, do you have a minute to speak with me?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, it's literally just me out here at this point. Like, everyone's gone. You fire ahead, bro.
Oh no, is everyone dead?
Worse. Found out they're all snakes.
They turned into snakes. Ooh, fascinating. Tell me more.
I wish I could, but I know this is a long tangent that's going to throw your time. Favis, we gotta concentrate here, man.
Oh, yes, quite. Well, I, first of all, I would like to propose that I keep the elemental core that you have given me because I found out that this old elemental core actually is enough to power my facility for quite some time. I could actually use it. Would that be okay? Can I rig it up to the facility so I can start using it?
Yeah, man, elemental core. Are we certain nothing's safe, or it's
Oh, it's quite safe. It's quite safe. It's not like it's a primordial core.
I should shout out Nia.
what's that? What's a prime
Because she is such a
A
great.
prime
orb?
A primordial core? Well, a primordial core is very simple. It's a core from a primordial elemental, the most ancient and powerful beings. They are highly unstable and very, very powerful. But this is just a smaller, weaker, old elemental, from what I've gathered. That storm elemental, but quite good for powering up. It's quite stable, and I can use this for my laboratory. So would you permit me to rig it up to the laboratory so I can start using it and get on with my projects?
As long as you run those projects by me first, absolutely. I am your foreman. You are my five guy. So
I'm hearing a yes then.
yes, but don't work on anything without me checking. But all right?
Oh, yes. Also, I just want to point out there is a weird reading coming from your and call cuts because that's all the time you had.
Weird reading. Man, Fabus really gets in my head. Sorry, I'm actually having difficulties running. I'll get into Roll20. I'm trying to see if I can make an insight check on like primordial or like whatever check would be normal for like primordial stuff. But you
Oh,
just said, like,
if you're trying to go for a knowledge check, you can. Also, fucking thank you for reaching the community goal, you bastards. I
Enjoy
hate
playing
you
that
all.
horror game. What
I
game are you
hate.
going to be playing, man?
I don't know. I hate horror games, so I don't memorize which horror games are.
I would simply not make a goal to make me play a kind of game.
I was
don't play.
bullied into doing that. I was literally bullied into doing that. So yeah. But anyway, Callahan.
I would simply make that a money goal, not a channel point goal.
Next time, I will learn from my mistakes. But Callahan, if you so wish, you can roll an Arcana.
absolutely 100%.
As Callahan, not as Jorge Small. Very important, haha. Still having trouble with Roll20?
It's like straight up just it hasn't loaded yet.
Oh,
Still
no.
I've been waiting. Maybe it's just my laptop.
Do you want me to roll for you?
100%, absolutely, buddy. That would be a blessing.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There's a lot to load. There's like this big image and stuff. All right.
I have a different plan though, so if you give me like 2 minutes, but yeah, Callahan's just looking to know.
That's an 11. You just rolled an 11.
Nice. I mean, like that's, fire, elemental core, fire bird,
Okay.
weird readings.
So
Emerus was given weird vibes. I mean, like it all makes sense.
So what you do know from with an 11, what you do know is that an elemental core, elementals by nature, not all of them have cores, but the bigger they are and the stronger they are, like the energy has to be gathered somewhere and originates from somewhere. It doesn't always have to be a tangible thing, but it is a force of nature. So it does make sense that an elemental core would be something that possesses a lot of energy. And as Fabus explained, the bigger, older, more powerful elementals, an elemental core, a primordial elemental core, would likely be something with a lot of energy. But that's about all you get with that roll. You don't have too much information. But you do hear Keha turn to you as she saw you talking to your bracelet, and she goes, Are you you okay there? Are you worried?
Yeah, I'm very worried, man. Like, this is not looking well.
Uh-huh. Well, and she puts the card down. It really isn't looking well for you because I just won another game.
God fucking damn it. You know what? Whatever, man. And I start, like, pacing up and down along the volcano path.
Okay.
And he's gonna, like, can I try and see if I can hear anything down the volcano?
Sure.
Callahan's got a great pair of ears on him.
Okay, roll a perception. Do you want me to do it?
Give me 2 seconds. We're so close, guys.
Almost there. Almost there. That third plus 13 to perception is staring right in front of me. The 31.
31. Low roll, guys. Low roll.
Fuck off. So you hear a rumbling from the inside. But from this distance, there's not really much that you can discern. Even with that roll, yes.
Alright. I suppose Callan, in that case, is probably going to try and stay focused.
Okay.
He knows a lot of, like, Emers's mind spells tend to have, like, a range on it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not going in because he doesn't want to help them, but he's really at the ready in case he hears anyone, like, yell or, like,
Okay.
crying out in pain, so he'd be able to rush over and heal them.
All right. Then we're going to, as you do that, you just hear Keha behind you. What? You don't want to do another game? And we switch the scene to back to the party. All of them burned. Yes, side swipe. All of the party are currently burned, hurt, not really having a good time. As Karis, you carry Krona on your back, giving her a piggyback ride. As you notice, she has her arms on either side of your head, and you do notice they are completely charred black. But she is still holding the egg, this adamantite white egg, holding the energy from the phoenix. And the rest of you all decided to make your way out, correct? Is
Yep.
there anything
Yeah.
special that you wish
Onwards
to do?
to our noble deaths.
Yes. I assume you're taking the path that you took to get here, the same path.
So, yeah, before we leave, there's nothing really of. Before we leave the big room, there's nothing really of note besides, now that the land bridge is now covered in lava and whatnot.
Oh, in this chamber? No, you don't really see
Yeah.
anything in particular, no. No treasure.
All right.
No treasure chests appear out of
But
nowhere.
when the phoenix died, it didn't suddenly rain gold
No,
and magical
no.
artifacts.
Maybe it could have,
Experience points.
but it all falls into the lava, so it's a mute point.
I think,
I wanna
Yeah.
add that if we pass through the angels' room, maybe
You do have.
the guy's been here for thousands of years,
Uh-huh.
so maybe there's something there.
All right. So you make your way up the area where you fought the Guardian. You do enter the Angel's room. do you all want to take a moment to investigate the room? Is that what's going on?
Is the angel gone?
Yes, he did leave through the volcano, through the main
Okay.
chamber.
I want to check out that area, like in the far right corner. That was kind of up on like a little,
Okay.
like there was like stairs leading up to it.
Okay.
I'll help. I'll help Xena.
All right. So you both of you go. Jorge, Karis, you're still carrying Krona, I assume. Jorge and Amaris, what are you doing in the meantime?
Emrys will just kind of, since other people are searching, will kind of maybe get. Was that center section of the room completely surrounded by lava? I can't remember.
It had this pedestal with a energy coming out of it.
Hmm.
It no longer has that. It seems like when the Phoenix was killed, that energy faded.
Okay, would I be able to reach the pedestal to see if there's anything kind of left there?
Roll an acrobatics just to make sure you don't fall into the lava.
Hmm.
I can hear the hesitation.
Jorge-
I think Emrys
Jorge
probably
laughs.
won't do that. Actually.
Okay, that's fine.
Emrys just feeling a bit too beat up at the moment.
All right.
Emrys. Emrys.
Jorge?
Emrys. It's me, Jorge. You may remember me from earlier. Why
Yes,
aren't you jumping across that lake of lava there?
Well, I don't think it's necessary, is why.
I was under the impression you were the the scout of the party, no?
Oh well, I was just waiting for you to, for you to jump across first as an example, Jorge.
Jorge does the jump.
Okay.
For sure.
Roll an acrobatics, Jorge.
Does he get any bonuses for spite?
No, but he rolled really well, so that's fair. You do see Jorge. Good job, RB, for being the first person to redeem kill a PC.
No, Dusk did it before for Officer Jerry Angel.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Had to
shit.
put him down right. Had to put him down right.
I'm sorry, Jorge. You fall into the lava and die instantly. I don't make the rules. No, I'm kidding. Thank you for wasting your 10,000 points. Anyway.
That's 10,000 spent.
Anyway, Jorge, you look at Emerus and you start walking backwards, almost falling into the lava, and then you flip, land on one of the stones, and then flip again, and you land on top of the center island without much issue. I assume you were making eye contact with Emerus the whole time.
Well, since you're over there now, Jorge, maybe you could check what's on that pedestal. Is there anything, worth taking?
We're gonna spend some
Sorry.
time to investigate.
I have
this
two
properly,
laptops.
calm it down so we can both rest for a bit.
I'm so sorry. I was hitting the caps lock on a different laptop. One's for Roll20, the other one's for Discord.
Oh.
That second acrobatics was for Jorge backflipping as Emma started asking him to to look. So he backflips back towards Emrys.
Okay, this was a really hard backflip. You nearly fell into the lava this time, but I think you managed to play it off well enough that you didn't fall in or show that you nearly died. What you did see up there, though, was a simple symbol on the floor. Seemed almost like a star with several inscriptions around it. That was about it.
Do I recognize the star at all?
Not really.
No, it's just a star.
Yeah. It was a 6-pointed star with several inscriptions all around it, and the star itself is made of inscriptions. Seems like some magical shit.
Do I recognize any of the languages? Like, not even to like read them, just like do I recognize
What
any
languages
parts
do
of
you
each?
know?
Slim to none. I know Common and Halfling.
Oh, no, you don't.
But I don't like recognize, like, do you know whenever you see a letter, you're like, oh, that's this language or this alphabet.
It could be lay or celestial. It's one of those like ancient old languages.
Yeah,
Something that only a nerd like Demir would know.
Yeah,
only
totally.
him. Only him.
Yeah, but you do return to Emrys.
Emrys, I've returned. Did you notice how I came back midway through your conversation with the Jorge?
Yes, I did notice, Jorge.
You know, if we went to the volcano, that would be called an icebreaker, huh? Segue into conversation. Humor's always good. Then Jorge waddles off.
All right. Do you wander off like outside of the room? Do you?
No, he waits. So we're only in the angel room. I think he's just gonna wait by the exit. I'm
Okay.
just gonna do his own thing.
Okay.
He definitely doesn't like being in the angel room.
Okay. Meanwhile, Alphonse and Xena, you break away from the group and you go to check out that area in particular. As you get there, you find a few things, interesting things. You find several weapons made out of different materials, all of them looking very old, but very well preserved. It seems like they were forged here because you also see that there is almost like an anvil. You get the sense that it's almost like an anvil or something that is used like a blacksmith's anvil. And there is a pool of lava, almost serving like a forge in a way.
Anything else in the area?
Not really. You don't really see a blacksmith's hammer. You aside from that, you see a big chair, almost like a throne that probably Mirhel used to rest and just sit on. But aside from that, it seems like he has like you see stuff that he forged probably to pass the time, but none of it really stands out. It seems like he from you get the sense that he literally just had a lack of materials to work with.
All right, Xena will take the weapons.
Okay, all right.
Amorous has
Alphonse
a
will help.
weird backpack thing, and Alphonse can carry a lot of shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
you call Emrys then? Because there's a lot of weapons.
When you say a lot, how do you mean? Like,
There's basically an armory worth of weapons here. Like
hey, yeah,
enough
Xena will call over
enough
Amorous.
that both of you would have to do like 2 trips to carry all of them.
Emrys will
Would we?
head over after being called. I don't think I can carry all of this. Is there anything in particular that you want me to bring?
Can Xena determine which ones seem to be the most, like, best made or most valuable?
Roll
based
an
on their,
investigation.
Alrighty.
And Alphonse do the same.
Yeah. Well, Alphonse,
That was a
Xena,
terrible
and
roll.
Emrys, you're all at that spot, though. If you want,
Okay.
you can all roll investigation. That's a terrible roll. That's a 19.
Yeah, but it was an 8 that I rolled.
Oh no! Look at me! I'm trying to be Callahan.
No, if I was trying to be Callahan, I'd also have advantage.
This is true. This is true. That's fair.
Am I rolling as well?
Only if you wish. Only if
Yes,
you're
I
like
use
looking
my
at the
hero
weapons.
point.
Oh, you used your hero point. Okay.
Yes.
Um,
Forget it.
Only if you're
Emery's probably
paying
isn't really.
attention. Okay.
Emery's probably
Okay.
isn't really paying that much attention to me.
I'm gonna say then, Xena. Uh, Xena, you look through them. They all seem, don't get me wrong, extremely well crafted weapons. You've never seen weapons this like with the lack of materials. They are extremely beautiful and very well crafted. But from all of this, you do find that there are two swords and a dagger that seem, for lack of a better term, masterwork quality. It seems like the materials were enough to craft these two swords and the dagger, and a lot of time was put into this.
Okay, Xeno will grab those ones and then. I mean, Xeno doesn't know how much Embers can even put in the backpack, but
So one's a
At least
longsword, one's a longsword, another is a scimitar, and then there's a dagger.
okay, Embers. So do you want to write that down on your sheet or should I on mine?
You write it down on yours.
Okay. Okay, yeah, and then unless Embers is wanting to grab any further from the stack, that's just
Emery's
that'd be
isn't
good
really
for
paying
Xeno.
attention.
Okay. All right. Well, wait. Does Emrys want to put more from the stack, or just taking those?
No, as I said, Emery's isn't really paying attention, so Emery's just like, you know, we'll just put in whatever the others put in, but isn't really looking for anything on their own.
There is a limit to how much each pocket can carry. So
Right, that's what I'm saying. Xena doesn't know how much, so she's
Oh.
just making sure to
Well,
grab those. And
she
unless
can
Embers is going
easily-
to say, "Oh, I could,"
she can easily put the
Go
other
on.
ones. I'm gonna say in that pocket, the main pocket, putting those ones with everything that Emrys already has in there. I'd say that it starts to fill up.
yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. I didn't. That's the only reason I was asking Yosio because I don't know how much it could fill. So if those three can fit in, can fit in, and that's good for Xena. She'll leave the rest.
All right. So you got that. You return. This isn't enough for a short rest, Karis, because this is only taking a couple of minutes. But you do notice, Karis, that Krona is having a really rough time. You get the sense that she might be running a fever, as she is just leaning against the wall as you're waiting for the others. Still holding on to the egg, though.
I know she's not going to let go of that egg, and it's probably the thing that's causing problems. So
No?
I'll ask her if there's anything I can do to help.
You got any water?
Do I have any water left? Are we out?
I'd say you might have like a little tiny bit left because you've been drinking to keep hydrated, and you don't have the create water from Callahan.
Alright. I'll give her some water then.
Okay, so you give her a little bit of water, and she drinks it, but that's about it. The rest return, and you pick up Krona again, put her on your back.
Yep.
And you continue on, going up the stairs. So, is there any formation in particular, or is anyone scouting ahead? Is anyone doing anything in particular, or just walking?
I think, yeah, actually, sorry, just for when you said scanning ahead, considering the fact that Jorge just made a very large point about how he's a better scout than Emrys, and how Emrys is just the worst scout in the world, Jorge's going to start jumping up and down and be like, it'll be me, I shall be the scout, and you shall allow me to join your party. And he starts like bouncing up the stairs. He's like, I'll tell you if I see any enemies. And he's really happy. He's like practically dancing.
You hear like his voice fade as he's just walking away. What about the enemy? Then at the end, you just hear, haha.
Xena will take up.
Laughing like weirdly right close to your
And we never saw him again. Xena will take up the rear and will very specifically.
We're getting raided.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh shit! Shit! Cello! Sorry. Hi Cello! Hi Cello! Hi Cello! Hi beautiful Cello! Another hero point for the players, by the way. Hi Cello! Hi Raiders! Hi! Oh my God! Cello! Just a moment. So Cello. Oh, seen over here with her new model, her new 2D model. Super cute. She's one of my Amara Queen players. Amara Queen's players from that we play every 2 weeks. Go check her out. Go check her out. She is a fantastic friend and an amazing person. And yeah, love her very much. Sorry about that. Can you continue, please, RB? What were you saying?
I was saying Xena is taking up the rear and is looking basically and making sure nothing's following them out as they move.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. The rest of you, Alphonse, Karis, and Emerus, I assume you're just walking in the middle, like
Yeah.
basically accompanying Karis.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. Let me see if something happens. Okay. I didn't. Sure, Jorge is being very, very sneaky. Haha. Actually,
Jorge was hoping to see if he's hiding. I'm sure he's hiding to scare Emrys.
haha. Okay. So, let me see. Just give me a moment, please.
Okay, guys, what horror game do you think Massive should play?
I don't really play any horror games. The only it's not even it's kind
I'm
of a
back,
horror
and we're
game,
not
it's more
talking
of an-
about horror games. We are not talking about the fucking horror games, okay? Fucking no. Just no. Whatever. No horror games.
No.
All right. So you keep going. As you're walking, you go up the stairs. You are about halfway through that narrow corridor before you reach the pool of water with the diamond, if you remember correctly. When you do hear Karis Krona suddenly gives out a bit of a grunt. And when you turn your head to look at her, you all hear the egg hit the floor as it falls. As Krona seems to have passed out completely.
Alphonse immediately grabs the egg.
Okay.
We should get her to
Who?
Callahan quickly.
So Alphonse, you trying to grab the egg? Is anyone else trying to grab the egg?
No, I'm
I mean, Emrys will
trying to
try
see
to
what's
pick it
up
up,
with
but
Krona.
if Emrys won't contest if Alphonse wants to pick it up.
Okay. All right. Hmm. Okay. So Alphonse, will you do me a favor?
No. Okay.
Listen here, you little shit. So will you roll me an initiative roll?
An initiative roll.
Yeah.
With a
God.
okay, yeah. 11.
Okay.
Was there anything that was following us?
You can roll a perception if you want, Xena. Since you were paying attention, I'll
I'm
actually
away
let
from the
you roll a
computer.
perception.
I'm away from the computer for a sec. Can you roll for me?
Ah,
Possibly?
yes. Yeah, I can. Let's see. Perception. You only have a +5. You.
Maybe Emrys will try to grab it.
If you want, you can roll an initiative. You did say that you weren't, but sure.
But I meant more as in like, it depends on like who's closest to.
I
Like,
mean,
it's
to
not
be
like
fair,
Emrys is going
Osio
to
said
wrestle
that-
out of Alphonse's hands. Is what I meant.
Yeah, to be fair,
Okay.
Osio said
Emrys will still
Emrys
try and
wasn't
get
going to
her.
like contest, but
Yeah.
like if that doesn't mean
Okay,
they might not
okay.
try and then back off.
That's
Yeah.
that's
That's what I meant.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Alphonse, you leap towards the egg like a rabid dog. But before you reach it,
Exactly.
it turns it just disappears. By the way, I can hear myself when I speak.
Sorry.
No problem.
I need to lower the volume.
But
Is it better?
well, that sure should be. Whenever you, as you try to reach down, the egg disappears.
Like, I don't feel it. I touch it. I
You
touch around.
you hit your hands hit the ground.
Where is it?
What is this? What the fuck is this?
I was spending my initiative trying to check on Krona, so I should probably be doing that while they're trying to grab the egg.
Yes. Could you please do a medicine check?
Oh boy, let me check my medicine skill.
I mean, you're a paladin. You should know how to see if people are sick.
Emrys is going to use those last two sorcery points to cast Detect Thoughts. Is there any thoughts?
What's
that
the
aren't
range on
ours?
Detect Thoughts?
30 feet, I think. 30 feet.
Okay.
And did Xena see or notice anything with that perception?
With that perception, Xena did not see anything.
Okay.
And Emrys, as you activate Detect Thoughts, you hear for a brief second. Haha, I got it. and then you don't detect any other thoughts other than yours. Karis?
Where is Jorge?
Karis, the only thing you know is that Krona is still breathing, but her forehead is just hotter than the air around you, so she has a really high fever.
We need to get her out of here.
Emma's just gonna look around. Where's Jorge?
Jorge ran ahead, right?
Yes, you went to scout ahead.
Where's
Alright.
the egg?
Did Xena say, or did Emmer say that out loud? Of
Yes.
Where's Jorge?
I assume so.
Xena's gonna start sprinting ahead.
Okay. So, Xena, you start dashing ahead. Alphonse, what are you doing?
Alphonse is stunned. Just staring at the place where the egg should be.
Emma's
Okay.
is just like, I think Jorge took it. I'm not sure why.
All
Are
right.
you sure, Emrys?
Yes, I heard him.
Okay, so let's get that little shit so I can tear him apart limb by limb.
All right. I'm gonna say, Xena, roll another perception roll as you're trying to see if you spot anything as you run ahead.
Okay.
Perception.
I'm gonna use a hero point just to make certain.
Sure.
Okay. Well, guess
I would say the 17 wins. All right. So you look around. You don't find anything. You don't see Jorge. He was scouting
Wait, she's
ahead. He shouldn't have been further than what you are looking at.
But he was ahead of us.
He
I
was
was gonna
scouting
say-
ahead, so
Emrys know what direction detect thoughts is, or it's just within 30 feet.
I don't think you
No,
know
I-
the direction.
I detect the presence of thinking creatures I can't see, so I just know that they're there, but I don't know
Yeah.
where.
Basically, at that moment, Emerus, what you heard was like a what the fuck from Alphonse, Karis thinking about Krona, Xena also a what the fuck, and then but you shut off those thoughts because you're actually pretty much an expert at mind reading now.
I
So
am.
yes, and you immediately shut off those thoughts and only focused on the foreign thought, which was the foreign thought from Jorge.
Yeah, Xena is still. I mean, so she's going back basically towards the exit, towards where the into the volcano. Like where if Jorge was scouting ahead, she's going forward.
Okay, so Xena, you go right ahead. Meanwhile, Karis, you pick up. I assume you pick up Krona. Are the rest of you like rushing forward, or is anyone staying behind? What are you doing as a group?
Emra's just
I'm
gonna.
gonna start moving forward to try to get Krona out of the volcano. So we can
Whose mic is that?
rest.
Sev, your mic
Listen, no,
is.
Sev.
My mic's acting up?
Oh, now it's fine.
Okay, now it's good.
Now it's fine.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Headset mic sometimes can be a little wonky.
Yeah. Can you repeat what you said because you were in the middle of a storm?
Harris is going to start moving again to try to get out of here because, we should probably get Krona to someplace, that's better to treat her.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Say I'm going to try to get out of here with Krona quickly, but not so much that it might upset her because she's really not doing well.
Yeah. All right. Alphonse and Emrys, are you following Krona? Well, Karis.
Yeah, Emra's is gonna go ahead.
All right. Alphonse?
Yeah, but Alphonse will be trying to look for Jorge.
Okay. Okay. Roll another perception then, Alphonse. Well, not another, just roll a perception. Okay, so you look around, don't really find anything. And before any of you reach the exit, Xena, you reach the exit past the statue that you fought at the start, and you immediately get that still hot but a lot cooler air that hits your face. It feels good. But you're still looking for Jorge, and you don't see him. You went the whole way towards the exit, and you don't see Jorge.
Wait, did you say we do see him or we don't? Sorry.
No. Xena does not see Jorge.
Sorry, I was muted. Are there any sort of tracks in the ground from dirt being kicked up or something like that? And
Roll
either
survival.
leaving the volcano or in that other direction that we didn't adventure down?
Roll a survival to look for the tracks. That is a 24. That is pretty good. That's pretty good. That's something Xena is clearly very good at. Okay, so Xena, you start looking around. First of all, the first thing you notice are your own tracks from everyone when you came in. Also during the fight. Those are the ones coming in. You don't see any tracks coming out. You do see a couple of bird tracks. You see what is a small critter animal track. But I mean, that's all you managed to find.
Said small critter.
Yes. I'm going to say with that roll could be like a weasel or something about that size. Seems like a mammal.
Okay, so basically our tracks, the small critter, and was there something else you said, or
bird tracks, like some birds that don't really lead anywhere. Like they landed, walked around a little bit, and then left.
Where's the small critter tracks leading to?
Outside, leading out of the volcano, down the path.
And Xena is going to exit the volcano though, then, and kind of head over, I guess. Yeah, head out.
Ran?
Yes.
I couldn't help remembering the start of the session. Wasn't there someone waiting by the volcano?
I was gonna say I thought I was gonna look for Callahan.
Yes. Actually, as you start heading down the volcano, Xena, you see Callahan down below at the base of the mountain, walking around and grumbling about something about Keha being too good at cards.
Callahan.
Was Callahan who... Yeah? Yeah.
Halfling came out of here. Did you see him?
I continue. I was listening for people yelling, but that was about it.
Xena curses under her breath.
By the way, the tracks do not lead to the bottom of the mountain; they lead to another direction.
Xena's going to yell at Callahan, help the others, and then go off in the direction that those tracks led.
Okay. Just leaving the others then?
Yeah, Xena's just going on.
Okay, cool.
Wait, do you need me for anything? Were you just saying hello?
She shouted at him to help the others.
Oh, in that case, Callahan is running straight towards the cave entrance.
Okay.
He is trying.
I will say you did notice, Callahan, how fucking hurt, burned, scarred Xena is. She is in a really bad shape.
But I have so many spell slots. Can I throw out a healing word if I have it prepared?
If you want, you can throw a quick healing word at her.
Yeah, let me give it to you at level 3.
Ooh,
Cal's
fancy.
just the healing word is just bye.
Alright, fuck you too then. So that's 2d4 plus. Or no, sorry, 3d4.
3d4, yeah. Plus your wisdom modifier, which is 5, I think.
Dusk just said BRB, but it should be.
It is 5. It is 5. So it's 7 plus 5, so 12.
Does Ina feel herself healing as she's running?
Okay, cool. Jumping away from
Wait,
Xena.
does Ina feel herself like kind of her wounds kind of healing a bit as she's running?
Yeah, she feels a slight relief from the pain for a moment.
Yeah, she's gonna shout back thanks and keep going.
Okay. Very important. So the others, you are following Karis as she is rushing out, and unfortunately, Callahan is not here. But you do see Callahan off in the distance, running up the mountain, up the volcano towards the rest of you.
I'll start heading towards Callahan.
Okay, yeah. So you all reach Callahan. Hey, I heard you needed some help. Unless you know Callahan is back. Unless he is back.
Hey guys, it's me, Callahan. You may remember me from earlier. Oh, wait. Wrong impression.
Haha.
Hello, yes, it is me, perfectly normal Callahan voice.
Have you read the good work of Maul?
No. Wait, give me a moment. No, Dusk, we are not hearing you. He left the call.
Okay, we might be back now.
We are back now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're back
Callahan.
in the studio. Yeah, I was like,
Discord might be messing up.
hey, it's me, Callahan. I was like, alright, man, okay. And then everyone else started coming in. I was like, what the fuck?
No. So Callahan, you do see Karis carrying a passed out Krona on her back. You see Amaris and Alphonse, and you see that everyone is incredibly hurt and with big burns. Especially Alphonse, he has these huge burn marks on the side of his face, neck, arms. Everyone's pretty fucked up.
I am hearing that Krona and Alphonse are not the worst. Is Alphonse on his feet?
Yes. Also very pissed and confused.
He's always pissed and he's always confused. Cool. Okay. I didn't bring up that AoE healing thing.
Did you see where some small guy with the mask went?
Small guy with a what? What are you talking about? There's only meant to be Cronin over here. And I begin to cast Cure Wounds at 4th level on both Alphonse and Krona, but only if Alphonse lets him because he knows Alphonse doesn't like magic.
Okay.
What's it? Yeah.
Usually Alphonse lets healing magic be used on him.
Awesome. So that's 20 for Krona, and that is 22 for Alphonse.
Okay. So, as for Krona, you do notice that she was breathing hard and she's still unconscious. She doesn't seem to be waking up, but you do notice that her breathing stabilizes a little bit. You do notice Callahan, her arms from fingertip almost to shoulder are completely charred. This is damage that a cure wound spell is not going to fix.
What? What the fuck?
Does it look lesser restoration worthy?
Possibly, maybe greater restoration might be the more appropriate. Lesser restoration might help a little bit. Also, two things.
Yeah.
One hero point from work for the party. Yay! Also, thank you for work. Thank you for the 21 months. 21-month subscription. You fucking insane bastard. But yes, sorry. Lesser restoration might help, but greater restoration would fix her arms for the most part. Lesser restoration 1 is not going to be enough, but in time possibly it might help a little, a fair bit. But
the idea, like, I think in that case he recognizes that he can't properly cure it. He is, like, sorry, he is just hoping to like make sure that the infection parts, or like the what's the word, the part that could get infected heals up. He's mainly trying to heal the arm so like it can be healed later, but won't get any worse. If you don't.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Are you going to cast Lesser Restoration right now then?
Does anyone else ask me to do something while Callahan's playing Doctor?
I don't think so. They just asked if you saw Jorge.
Yeah, like Callahan's looking very pointedly towards Emrys, like as if he's like waiting for their response on the situation.
We sealed the Phoenix's power in an egg, and then Krona dropped it because, as you can see, she's very hurt.
Wait, did you just... Sorry, yeah, I can tell she's hurt. Did you say egg?
Yes.
Oh, fuck, oh,
What?
eggs look like orbs. Fabus was telling me about this. That bird was old, right? Like old, like my
Yeah.
granddad old.
Yes.
Granddad old.
Yeah, well,
sorry.
sorry. Emrys, man, that's a fucking power generator. Fabus said he could power up his whole facility and power up things and use it like as a battery or something. I'm not entirely certain, but that's what that is. What do you mean you dropped it?
Well, no.
Do you have any ideas? What if the goblins got a hold of that? Do you know what I mean? Fabus is on our side, but there's a whole army.
Listen. Okay.
Where did you drop it?
Listen. Okay. We were with. Krona was holding on to it. She wouldn't let go. But she was exhausted. She dropped it. And it disappeared before hitting the ground. And I, thinking quickly, I looked around. I searched around to see if there were any thoughts, and I heard Jorge, who was helping us, say
Who
that.
the fuck is Jorge?
He was just some guy in a mask that Krona hired.
What do you mean, some guy in the mask? Last time we encountered a guy in the mask, he fucking threatened all of our lives. Do you remember that dude?
He was supposed to be scouting, but then he vanished. But I heard his thoughts. I heard him say, "I got it," and then we don't know where he is.
I'm not following you. What the fuck is a Jorge? That's not. I've never heard of that. Is that a thing?
It's this. Emrys is going to use minor illusion to show Callahan what a slightly uglier and scruffier looking version of Jorge looks like.
Okay, but the real question is, was that on purpose, Emrys? The slightly uglier version.
Yes.
Good to know. That is important.
In fairness, no one ever saw what Jorge actually looked like.
Yeah.
He had that weird helmet.
Yeah.
Through the illusion, does Callahan recognize anything? Like, if he looks through the lenses, does he recognize anything about this weird hooded thing?
Looks like an ugly, weird guy with a mask.
It looks like a Jorge.
Looks like a Jorge. Yes.
Okay, cool. So you had a dwarf. I'm not certain here, and I'm not going to get into this right now. Some freak is after stealing something? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, he helped us until now. Krona hired him.
Let yourself get robbed again?
You think I Look, never mind. We need to figure out where he is. I assume who was looking for the track? Xena.
Xena, yeah.
Emery's kind of looks to see where Xena is. Xena, did you find anything, or?
Xena
Do you know
is
who's
not
gone?
there. Xena, cutting back to Xena then. Xena, you've been following these weird weasel tracks for a little bit. You do see that they lead into a forest. And once you get there, you lose track of them. If you want to roll another survival, if you plan to go deep into the forest, you can. Otherwise, you can return or stop there.
Xena, going into a forest by yourself is not a very smart idea. Xena will return.
Okay. That's where you see the tracks, the weasel tracks end, at least. You do memorize the spot, and you return to the others. As you return, you do see Callahan is talking to Amorous, while Corona seems to have stabilized. Her arms are still charred, but they seem to have stabilized. And that's when you all see Xena as well.
Callahan is like visibly fuming. Like if smoke could erupt from this man's ears, they absolutely would. And he looks very pointy at Xena, be like, "What is this?" And he points at the illusion.
He's saying that to Xena?
Yeah,
There's-
yeah, just as she's coming back.
An
He's
asshole.
heard four people call or just say the word Jorge at him, as if that explains what's happening with the situation.
Some asshole halfling.
Where did he come from? There was literally only Krona up here.
It was after we left you, before we went into the volcano.
Corona introduced him to us when we went up the volcano. Said that he'd help.
You just accepted help from a random stranger with no discernible racial features, with a
It's not
scary
like-
ass mask.
It's not like we could have said no. It was Corona who brought him on.
Did
It's
you
Crona's job, so we
Pretty
assumed
clear it was a
Corona would have
halfling.
been the one to check.
when
that-
you scanned his mind when you first met him to like figure out his intentions? What did you find? What did you find?
But I didn't.
What?
It's not like I scan everyone's mind who I meet.
This weird ugly freak. No offense to him. This weird ugly freak, like freak. Oh, okay, okay.
Haha, I take offense to that.
Alphonse, weapon expert. What kind of weapons does this guy have? Maybe we can figure something out about where he's from.
Yes. The sneaky fingers of a rat.
The sneaky fingers of a rat. Did he help? Did he attack at
In
all?
which I will feast.
He had magic blades he used.
He
Yeah,
had magic
just-
blades. Like, what did they look like?
Yeah.
Were they like?
They
He
look
created them
Scorpion?
out of thin air.
Blades. Yeah.
He created them out of thin air. Oh, and Alphonse, you hated him. I presume you attacked him at first sight, or
What?
because of the magic blades and all that?
Oh no, I was too focused trying to get things done. No.
Okay. Well, I mean, at the very least, like, was he strong? Like, I imagine, like, he looks. I don't know what he looks like. He looks weirdly like a troll of some kind. Like, so he's gone. So he just disappeared, did he? He just ran past, and we can't. He just disappeared in smoke. Did he teleport? Was he a wizard?
Xena was the one who went to track him, but
Like, do we think he's one of Arthur Dane's guys, or Like, this wouldn't have been the first time he sent someone out. Specific
No, I used
magical assassin.
I used almost all of my energy just fighting that phoenix, and I barely had enough left to even
And how much did he help out in these fights?
quite a lot actually.
Tell me he didn't just swoop in at the very end and land a bunch of finishing blows to make himself look stronger and useful.
I mean, he might have done that a bit, but he was still useful.
Okay. Listen. Okay. Callan's like kind of looking in the air and he's trying to think, but thinking isn't his strong suit. So he's because when Callahan meets people, he like looks at everything about them with a super high perception. So he's trying to figure out. He's like, okay, did he say anything? Like, where is he from? Did he give any information away about himself? Like, did he talk to anyone?
The best person to ask about this would be Krona. She seems to have known him.
Is Corona awake? Or is she KO'd?
Oh no, she's still unconscious.
Okay, well, we can't wake her up right now. It would be very dangerous. Kind of healing her. Like, think, guys, did he give any information? Like, did he have any conversations with anyone?
He just seemed like an asshole.
He was annoying, so I avoided it.
You know what? I'm starting to realize I might be the only friendly one in the party, which is how I might be the one who could look after this sort of stuff in the future. This is alarming. So what that guy has is a super dangerous object. That thing can be used to power all sorts of war machines.
I'm very aware of how powerful it is. I tried to grab it as well, but it vanished before I could grab it. Krona wouldn't give it to all of us, and so she just let go of it when she eventually fell unconscious.
Do any of you guys have any like tracking spells you can use, or
Not anymore.
Not now.
No.
Could have if I were still here, but he's long gone by now.
is there? He turns to Xena, like, is there any point on B and you, maybe someone else, scanning the area while they just watch after Xena, or not Xena, Krona? I'll even take
Only thing I
K
know-
with these.
Only thing I noticed was some small tracks from probably like a ferret or something going into the woods. Didn't follow after it because it probably wasn't him.
I don't think small animals would go into a volcano.
We don't know anything about him. There,
don't know.
that's the only thing. So
Those are the
it could
only
have
other
been him
tracks leading.
transforming. Unless I just didn't see anything and he went further into the volcano. I didn't keep following them because they're out in the forest.
If he went further into
this
volcano,
current-
then he's trapped.
Okay,
Unless he's just waiting us out.
He created magical blades. Maybe he could also turn into a ferret. Or
That was
maybe
my thinking.
if you're thinking maybe it's better to go back to the volcano, we can always check there. Like, I have no problem with that.
Best bet was the forest. I'm just too spent to go by myself. If you're willing to help, could
Yes,
possibly
I
track it
can
down.
go down, cast enhance ability if I need to help you out or anything, or either one of us.
I
Maybe
need to help find a source of fresh water and Crota resting so that we can ask
Alright,
her.
everyone's water skins out, and Callan holds his hand out and like a very kind of like exhausted, being like ready to ask create food and water. And burns a third level spell slot on it.
Thank you.
Guys, you look like shit. But none of you died, which is great. We need to get that orb back. Egg.
Keha, where's Keha?
Keha's over there. Keha. Yo,
could
come
have
over
us-
here.
Keha, do you think you could, help look for this, look for Jorge and the egg? You know this area better than us, I think, so.
What's a Jorge? And
Emma's
she
just
arrives
an
with her
asshole.
lizard.
I will cut someone right here, right now.
Emma's once again points to the illusion. Just someone that looks like this. He should have an
Oh.
egg.
That doesn't look like a person, okay? That is... Like, what is that? That is horrifying. Stuff of nightmares. Did he
Wait,
at least have a cool voice?
No.
Is that
Very
a
annoying voice.
is that a halfling?
Yes.
Looks- Oh. Oh. She like turns her head. Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yes,
It's pretty
it's
disproportionate for a halfling, right? Like it.
I mean, I assume
almost
it's a
seems-
halfling. Can't
Okay.
remember if he actually introduced himself as one, or if we just assumed. But anyway,
Is he
has
maybe
something very
three
important. We
ferrets
don't know where he
stacked
is.
up on
We
top
should
of
get
each
a
other?
if we're gonna search him down, we need to get a move on.
I'm not sure many of us are in good condition to do any searching. I'm completely spent myself.
All right, whoever
I can
rests,
search.
rests. I can take up to 3 people with me, or 2 people rather, Dean included.
I mean,
Callahan,
I can go with her, and she pets the lizard. And see what I can
Yeah.
find, I guess.
Okay, you're with me, okay? At this point, you're the only person who hasn't lost an egg, bar myself here, so... Alright, Xena, you too. And I proceed to cast Enhance Ability at 4th level to enhance whatever the tracking skills are. Is that wisdom?
Ooh.
Damn.
And by that I mean tell me, please. I beg you.
yeah, that's
Damn.
wisdom.
Okay. That's
Cool.
okay. So
3 of us have advantage on wisdom saving throws. Or wisdom checks, perfectly.
All right. So you all go to the location of the forest. So you can all roll survival. I'm gonna roll for Kaya.
So the three of us, right, and the others are sticking back with Krona, or is everyone going?
I know Karis is taking care of Krona.
Oh, Alphonse is
Yeah.
going.
Since we got the refilled water skins, I'd also have Cronin's water skin
Emerald will
refilled.
go and help search as well. Yeah.
I'll probably go back to the cave that we stayed at,
Okay.
since it seemed a safe place. Very
Okay.
defensive.
So who has advantage from enhance
I
ability?
think Xena, Keha, and Callahan.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Keha. She's gonna roll. Survival. She's a +4. Good girl.
Oh yeah, if I'm searching, I should roll as well.
Damn, Keha. All right.
Emerald's just helping.
Emerson, Alphonse, they're just there. They're yeah.
+4 to a
Emerald's
wisdom.
is just like, I found this bug. Do you think it could be Jorge?
My suspicion that K-High is one of those dragon rangers. Got more confirmation. Anyway, I'll let you get back to that.
Oh, you're looking way too into it. Oh, don't worry about it.
Ah, don't worry. It's perfectly fine, dude.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. All right. So you start looking into things, and what you do find, though, both you, Xena, and Keha, you see something weird. Tracks start as a weasel or ferret or something of the sort, and after a moment deeper into the forest, they turn and they change into what seems like the hooves of a deer or something of the sort. You continue
Like the
on.
tracks themselves look like they changed.
The continuation of the tracks go from weasel to deer.
Okay.
And then further on ahead, they seem to turn into what seems to be like dog tracks. But then they all get muddled into a group of animal tracks. And for now, it doesn't seem like you know you can get too much further. It gets all mixed up, all jumbled up, gets super hard to see which animal you should be following at this point.
Is the Phobos communicator down? That's what I need to recharge, is it?
Yeah, it needs 24 hours.
even though I was the one who took a call, not the one who made it.
Yes.
Drats. Okay.
Actually, no. You actually have a point. It was Fabus that made the call. So
Awesome.
you would technically be able to use it, yeah.
I'm gonna hit Fabus up on speed. Dial 3 for Fabus. And just hopefully he gets back to me.
Fabus after immediately picks up, like always, like immediately picks up, and you see like the holographic image of Fabus, like, oh, I was waiting for you to call me back so I can continue the conversation.
Fabus, the primordial orb is after being snatched. Can you get a read on it, please?
I'm sorry, what?
Don't make me repeat myself here, man. I am absolutely fuming. Just tell me that you can find out where this egg is.
So you're telling me...
Is Callahan doing this call, like, in... Is Emrys nearby?
Yeah,
he's not doing it secretly, and
you're all near. You're all, because Emrys and Alphonse are basically following Xena and Keha, and Callahan is also with them. So I think Callahan, and doesn't Callahan always, like, even though he doesn't need to speak loudly, he always speaks loudly. Yeah,
and he holds it really close to his mouth as well.
Callahan, wait, are you talking to Fabus?
Yeah, I'm talking with Fabus. Fabus is looking up where that orb is.
Nice. Tell him that we defeated some kind of phoenix and sealed his power into an egg, and someone stole it, and we're trying to look for them.
The gang slaughtered a big firebird, Fabus. Come on, where's my location?
What an elemental? A primordial elemental? And you were able to harness
it?
I
understand. Just give me that location.
I don't. It's not something I can track immediately.
This weird-looking, baffling, oddly shaped fellow freak named Jorge is after robbing it.
What's a Jorge?
Who knows? Who knows? It sounds like a made-up name. Does anyone even catch his surname?
Small?
The fucking halfling's name was Jorge Small. Small.
He was called Jorge Small, or was he just describing himself? What? Either way, Callahan, I will try to get any information and send it over to you whenever I can.
We're talking ASAP, man. I've got a nosebleed. I've got a nosebleed. Oh my god. Oh no.
I will do it. Also, real quick, Callahan, did you give any thought about me keeping the core for the storm elemental? It would be really helpful. It would actually help me with this search.
We have that, don't we? Should we give it to you?
Well, you gave me.
Are you talking about the storm elemental core, Callahan?
You gave it to me to
tell him he can have it if he helps us find the Phoenix thing.
You can use it to help us find it, and then we can talk about what you want to use it for afterwards. Does that sound like a fair deal to you, Fabus?
All right, that's fine. I'll whenever and the message cuts off.
God damn! Callahan picks up a fucking whatever piece of wood and starts smashing against the tree fuck. Oh my god! What? What was that? Excuse me.
Did he say no?
Did I say no? I said he can use the orb, the storm orb, if he helps us locate the egg, and then we'll talk about what he wants. He really wants to use it for something, and he's doing that stupid, annoying thing that Babas does, where he doesn't actually say what he wants to do, and eventually it ends up being a really good thing. He's just being too sketchy about it.
We'll he does do that. We'll find that out later. Let's worry about this this egg first. That's more pressing.
He did say he'll send you the information once he manages to locate it.
Oh yeah. No, I got that bit.
As for the tracking, this is where as far as you get with the tracking.
All right, guys. Dead end, I suppose.
We do.
Is this guy? I don't know. Like, do you guys know? Like, is he fast?
He's pretty athletic. Yes, he jumped over lava multiple times.
Is he fast and athletic enough to be able to run away 1,000 feet within the next 8 hours?
You know, I'm not sure. I assume he's relatively worn out from the fight, just like we were. But
All right. Xena, Alphonse, one of you catch me. And Callahan holds his breath to force himself into a long rest and pass out. So I can.
Ah, yes,
expect
that's
to look
how
for
it
that rest.
works. That is how it works, indeed. Indeed.
for now, are we just gonna have to? We need to meet back up with Krona at least, and maybe she's woken up. Maybe she can tell us something.
Yeah, Callahan agrees.
All right. Xena, Alphonse, are you also returning?
Alphonse is following Xena.
All right, Xena.
I already said
Xena?
yes.
Oh, I said yes.
I said that before, or I guess it didn't. Sorry, before Alphonse.
Oh, okay.
I guess it didn't go across.
All right. So you all return after a while. You were out for a while, Karis. You were with
I went
Krona.
back and got things set up for her to rest.
Yeah.
Since Callahan helped relax her issues, just put something on her forehead to help with the fever and get her all.
Her arms do look a lot better than they were before, at least.
Yeah.
It's good. The party arrives. You see the party arrives. Krona is still unconscious as the party arrives. You don't see them return with Jorge or the egg.
Yeah.
And it takes about 10 or so minutes before Krona begins to stir awake. What? She looks. You see her look slowly at her hands. Where's the egg? Where's the egg?
You dropped it, and then Jorge ran off with it.
What?
That's what we're asking. Who the hell is Jorge? Why is he taking the egg and ran?
Why you didn't fucking shoot him?
He was invisible. We didn't see him. We only knew it was him because I detected some thoughts, and he was long gone.
What? No. No. You see her trying to sit up, just wincing from the pain as she
Who the hell is he, and where would he have gone?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know who he is.
I met him after the Pathfinders left. He said he was out here with another group that they would have wiped out. When I told him about what I was trying to do in my story, he said he was moved by the story like you, that you wanted to help. I didn't have many options, and that's why I let Captain Morale, and he seemed harmless. He said something about his group being out here in the west and being wiped out by a group of monsters that attacked, and that he was the only one that was able to survive. I felt for him. I fucking took it.
Karis
We're
will hand
doing
over
what
some
we can.
of the Calyx man. You need to regain your strength.
She
They've been searching around trying to find him, and we have found no trace.
You see her, she tries to
Why we
raise
should
her
have left this in
arms.
my pack.
Who knows what would have happened if the egg went inside that thing?
It would have been safe, that's what.
Are you sure? I thought
Safer than
so.
what's happened now.
I didn't think Jorge would be stealing it, okay? She, like, with her trembling hands, she tries to pick up the cosbam. Immediately you notice that it just brings her pain as she drops it, not able to hold it on.
I will help feed her.
Thank you. She eats, but she does. You're gonna go out there again and try to find him, aren't you? Please tell me you are.
We're trying to find him, but he seems to have... He seemingly turned invisible or changed into some other creature, or... We're
all spent at the moment. All of us are on our last legs.
Do you have any fucking idea what he can do with that thing?
I know how dangerous it could be. I also know that all of us, yourself included, are incredibly spent, including any abilities that we could use to try and help find him.
Fuck. Fuck. You see, she's just shaking her head. I was so close. I was so fucking close.
We're going to get it back.
I need to. I need to rest.
Yes. We all need to rest. As much as stopping to do so feels terrible. Alphonse nearly died in there, and trapping that phoenix did not have a great effect on her body.
You see her lay back again. You do notice that she did wake up, but she was barely staying conscious. And she does go to sleep. But the rest of you guys, what do you do after she passes out again?
Alphonse starts drinking.
All right. Water or the other thing?
Oh no, alcohol.
Alcohol. Got it. All right, so you all eat. Okay, you do see Alphonse just starts chugging.
Chug, 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 chug.
All right, guys. Whose equipment needs mending? Bring him here.
We'll show Callahan the slightly burnt and torn parts of their outfit.
Yeah.
Cal just kind of goes like heat on whatever or mending whatever comes by his way.
Okay.
Like his head is like in his hand, but he's like so tuned in to be like healing and fixing things. He's like doing this, being like, I'm annoyed, but I have to do this, so just get it over with.
So Callahan's just being a mom. Okay, got it.
He is.
He is the party's mom. Got it. All right. The party's mom, and then there's Karis. The literal mom. Yes.
Hey, I did help feed somebody.
You did, and that was very sweet. That was very sweet. So, are you all just sitting down for a long rest?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Xena's trancing for the next
Okay.
4 hours.
All right. You do see Keha. She's like on her lizard. Go, I could try to continue to trek if you want.
That would be good.
No, it wouldn't.
Let us know if you find anything.
We're really letting one person go out to this weird, mysterious, magical assassin druid who turns into ferrets, who has a super powerful phoenix egg.
Well, if she finds anything, it's not like she has to fight him. She just has to see if she can find him.
She knows this area better than all of us, and has been very good at surviving out on her own.
Can I size Kaya up and actually see if she's offering because she wants to be adventurous, or she actually seemed like she can actually do it?
Roll an insight.
With advantage, because I have enhanced ability.
It does last an hour, so actually no, because it did take about an hour to go track to go on the tracking. So yeah, no, not with advantage.
Don't need it, buddy. Don't need it. Shouldn't have asked.
Nice.
Mistake. Wasting all of our times.
You get a sense that she is very confident in herself. And you also get the sense that she is tired of just staying there.
Moon.
But I don't get the idea that she actually is ready. Like she
Well,
wants to go because she's bored.
She thinks she's confident and she is bored. That's the two main things you read from her.
Callan shakes his head and points down. He's like, "Not today, man. Not today. Sit down, okay."
Aww.
There'll be plenty more adventuring later. It's just we don't know what's out there. If he attacks, we don't know what he does. He just spawns weapons.
Isn't he like 3 feet tall? She can heat him, and she points to her lizard.
And what if he turned into a bear? What if he also turned into a lizard?
That's a lot of what ifs. Let's just see if she can find him.
Yeah.
Can I go with you, please, and I will assist you.
Don't you need to sleep?
Didn't you say you needed to rest?
You weren't there, K-Out, when I said it, so you can.
No, she was scouting.
Oh, sorry. Do you know what? She actually. I gave her enhance ability. And
yes,
everything.
You did.
That's silly. That's me being silly, boys. My mistake. Yeah, to find locate object. The issue here is that you're going off on your own. I am very good at tracking, surprisingly, and spotting things that people usually miss. For instance, I can see the cards up your sleeve.
Then you're blind, because there were no cards up my sleeve.
That's because they're at your elbow now. So, as we were saying...
Callahan, I beat you fair and square.
Half the time. Now, as we were saying...
Every time!
Do you think I can accompany you? So he's asking if he can ride the dragon.
No.
Alright, in that case, you're sticking with us.
Callahan, can we just let her go? It is very important that we find this. At least give her a chance.
Also, thank you for the hero point, Tomo. Yay. One for me.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think Callahan's going to budge on this. Do you want to decide this on a roll?
No, she... No,
He was
actually,
just
no.
gonna say in Elvish, you can just go and he won't be able to stop you. Knowing full well Callahan can understand.
Yeah.
Oh!
Tina, shut up. We couldn't find her earlier. We're now an hour behind. Less likely to be able to find any kind of tracks.
You do see the lizard starting to move away.
And Emmerich kind of lowers their voice. There's something I needed to discuss with you anyway, so can you...
So
I promise I won't go far!
If you're happy enough to let this one person go off on their own, and she's not leaving, I'm not going to let her leave. Give me 2 seconds. I might as well spell to stop her.
You're using a spell on a teenager. Okay.
He's
Roll
like
for initiative.
he's trying to be like as honest as he can, in that he does not want her to go because he wants her to stay with them.
Okay,
Like
so
he is trying to persuade her to stay. Like it's
she
not
is
the case that he's being
she
like,
is dashing away after what Xena told her. So roll for initiative.
oh no, it's grand. If she's gonna run away, I'm just gonna go to the next scene. I
Okay.
don't think I have anything. I don't have anything that couldn't outrightly kill her.
You do hear her. By the way, as she is like running away, you do hear she like sitting backwards on the saddle, and she's just, "I won't go too far. Don't worry about me. I'm fine."
I think you cut out for a sec.
There you go. I won't go too far. Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
Then he goes back to trancing.
And turns to everyone and be like, cool. She comes back and asks to go on our adventures. So no, we're dropping her back off the village. Not handling a flight risk. Emrys! Corner rock over there, please. Everyone, it's great to see that you're all still alive and well. I'm annoyed. I'm happy that you're all okay. If anyone needs any healing or anything like that, come see me in 10 minutes. He traipses off to the cornerstone.
Okay. You return to the stone that you used to have a conversation before as well.
Mm-hmm. Emrys just kind of sits down and then just... Alan, and then a moment later, Callahan will hear in his head as Emrys instead switches to psychically talking
Callum
to Callahan.
starts slapping his fingers at Emrys's face as soon as he feels a psychic link.
That's what, sorry?
He's going to start snapping his fingers at in Emrys's face when he feels a psychic link connect.
Callahan,
Use your mouth, man. Like, serious? Like, come on.
no, this is, please, Callahan, this is, very important.
Fine.
Emrys will then continue psychically. Callahan, I just think it's, to start with, I think it's important to tell you some of the things that happened in the mountain, in the volcano. One of those being that inside the volcano, there was an angel.
Callum does look visibly surprised for a moment, but I think he like leans back, his face like scrunches up into like a really angry frown, and then crosses his arms and just stares very pointedly at Emrys.
Yes, a bit different from the ones we have seen, but still an angel, so I was on edge, I suppose. But this one was, well, first off, very talkative, I suppose, and not particularly aggressive. And also chained, bound to... well, not to the volcano. It was bound to the phoenix, I suppose. It couldn't leave the mountain while the phoenix, while it lived. And yes, one of the things. Obviously, this is coming from an angel, so whether we can trust it is. We will see. But he warned us that, or wait, did he say this to Emrys or to everyone about the dangers of?
The dangers of?
The dangers of using the egg to revive someone.
Oh,
I think that's to everyone, right?
Yeah, I think he told everyone.
All right, just checking. He warned us that using the powers of the Phoenix as Krona and Alphonse desire to bring someone back from the dead, there's a good chance that they will end up summoning something a lot more dangerous in the process.
So let me get this straight. You, once again, found a chained up angel and released it, even though the 2 times that has happened before, first time we didn't know if the angel was going to slaughter us, second time the angel actually did kill one of us, third time around, this angel's like, cool, Callahan was right this entire time, let's just go ahead with it anyway. Or did I miss the part where you didn't ping me and let me know about an angel, but changed things completely?
Callahan, we had to wait at the top of the mountain and the telepathic link ran out.
And the way back out of the volcano, which I presume if there was monsters you cleared out was now filled with monsters again, you couldn't get back, or... Emrys, what I'm saying is, you didn't think for 1 second about how we've done this before twice, and every time it's either led to one of us dying, or just pure and utter disaster. Henry's still out there. Do you remember Henry?
I do.
If Henry sniffs out this angel that you're just after freeing, or, God forbid, that the Firebird, for some reason, has angelic powers, imagine how powerful he'd be.
I'm sorry for not contacting you, but I wanted to...
I'm not... Listen, I'm not angry at you. Understand I wasn't there because I chose not to be. Just very disappointed in all of you. Do you know what I mean? Cena's got a good head on her shoulders. Karis has got a good head on her shoulders. Alphonse has got a good head on his shoulders. You have been through this shit. You actually understand what these consequences are. They can only fathom it.
Yes, and that's why I don't want to use the powers of this egg to revive anyone.
Well, that's cool. You don't need to convince me. I was against it from the beginning. It was actually the reason why I wasn't there, to hopefully cast a little bit of questioning there. Like, did anyone question the angel at all? Like, did anyone mention that the angel could have been bad?
Of course I did. I talked to it. It was willing to converse. It was seemingly not insane like the other ones we've met.
So you didn't question the angel and the fact that maybe these angels aren't the good guys.
Of course I questioned it.
Didn't Officer Jerry Angel try and slit your throat?
I'm
Or
doubting
Officer
every word.
Norton?
I'm doubting every word it said. That's what. But okay, let me put it. Let me put it this way. I can't stop. I can't stop Krona and the others who wanted to go to the mountain and take down this phoenix and take his powers. I can't stop that. But what I can do is, or what I wanted to do, is make it so that they don't use its powers to revive anyone.
Third option, maybe we just release its powers and the bird goes back to doing what it needs to do. It was clearly locking up an angel. Maybe it wants to do something different with its life. Like, there is a world where no one uses this thing, and let's return to nature. Like, I know it's just some bird. Like, I'm sure there's nothing weird or overly powerful about it, bar being an elemental, which is already strong enough. Emrys, you're awfully quiet. That was just an elemental bird, right?
It's well, as you say, whether we can believe the words of an angel is...
Oh,
later.
God damn it. Oh, no. Don't you dare, man. Don't you dare say that this is more than just some firebird.
Well, we don't know if it is. It could be the angel could have been lying.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Considering you listen to the angel and the angel advised that maybe this thing is incredibly powerful, and we still chose to kill it, even
Well, the
though it was
angel
doing
was
nothing but staying locked up. I mean, the angel had very little to gain by not inviting to kill this bird and freeing it.
well.
Can
According to the
you can
angel,
you can you get that angel back? If you guys seem to be on great terms, what's his name? With their name,
Mirhel.
Mirhel. Right on. Okay.
I could. I don't have any energy right now, but after we rest, I could try to contact it. Listen, this is what I wanted to talk about. If we're not going to, whatever the case, the deed is done. We can't just release the energy. It won't just go back to normal. I don't think that's how it works. But I mean, you doubt angels as much as I do. The angel offered to me. Of course, I didn't accept this. It just spoke these words, and it said that it was on the table for us to give the egg and its power to the angel so it could bring it to the gods. I'm not really sure whether that's the right thing, but
So everyone wants to use this bird. Everyone covets this ultimate power. No one knows what it can be used for, but it sounds bad. Is that what I'm catching?
this power is, according to the angel, again, it's a fragment of the flame of life.
Yeah, does the flame of life, does that sound like something that we really should be fucking around with? Like, honestly, man. Like, let's be real. Like, I know Alphonse and Corona want to use it to bring people back. And, you know, you want to do something. The angel wants to do something. This weird, ugly dude wants to use it. And he called himself Jorge Small, a fake name, obviously. Like, I used to make fake IDs. You all believe some dude's surname was Small? What was his family? The Smalls? Absolutely not.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not. Why did you go to the volcano on? Kren was the one that wanted us to all go in there. I wasn't going to care about who she brought on. Anyway,
Listen, man, I don't think we should be messing around with it. If we can get this back, and it sounds like we hell as fucking sure should, we have to set that thing free. We can't give it to Miriam. We can't give it to Krona or Alphonse. And you have to promise me that you will not use it.
we're just going to set it free, then it's just going to waste.
I would much rather let the flame of life burn whatever way it wants, than for us to control it. You've all people should know what it's like to have someone's life being captured and used any way they want. That's why I am pleading with you. Okay? No one believed me. No one trusted me back there. No one was willing to take my side. Ask me, just take my side on this one. Trust me on this one. Alright?
The reason I went into that mountain, Callahan, wasn't because I wanted to kill the bird. It was because I didn't want to see the others kill themselves. If they're going to do that anyway, we might as well see how we can bend it in our favor.
I don't think we should be bending it in anyone's favor. Like, do you see my reasoning beyond that? Like, do you like I don't understand why you think we should be bending it in anyone's favor. like something called the Flame of Life, a gift that could be sent off to the gods by an angel. That has more weight in it than we will ever see. That is not something we should exploit. What if messing around with this thing, all of a sudden, life all across Telia gets affected?
And how?
Fuck, man, like this is the thing between us. We definitely both struggle to see each other's viewpoints. Like, I just can't understand how you using it is anyone different than anyone else using it.
Well, I'm not going to use it for. It's not like I'm going to do anything bad with it. I'm sure you know that.
But we always try and do good,
Exactly.
and we always think we're doing good. And what happens?
So should we just not try?
I think we should try a different approach. We keep taking matters into our own hands. We keep on taking all these things and trying to use them. We've made deals with dragons. We've made deals with evil, powerful, perverted wizards. I tried to befriend Henry. You know what I mean? The Red Devil baby. Maybe we should try and help by making sure that no one's able to use this thing.
If we just let it go, then someone else is going to. Do you think that the others are going to just accept, oh yes, let's not use it? They won't.
I'll be honest with you, I have some faith in them. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're really rough around the edges, and half of them aren't particularly trustworthy, but I mean, they all have to realize how bad of the last few hours have been. Like how John was just poor decision upon poor decision.
Camera pans to Alphonse just getting even more drunk out in the distance.
I'm not sure they do. Alphonse and Kroner especially, especially now that the egg was in their hands, the power was right there before it was taken anyway. They're not going to just accept letting it go, and if we just let it go, they're just going to take it again.
In that case, I'm gonna tell you right now. We're gonna go find that egg. We're gonna go track down this Jorge thing. And if I get to that egg, I'm setting that essence free. Don't try and stop me on this. And I'm only telling you because I trust you, and I trust that when the moment comes down to it, I can rely on you. Same way you've always been able to rely on me. I'm asking for your help.
The only thing I ask, Callahan, we don't know what's going to happen if you just let it go. It's not that simple.
I'm very good at opening locks. If this essence is locked inside an egg, I'll take care of it. You let me handle that part.
No, I mean that's not what I mean. I'm not doubting your ability to remove the lock or whatever it is on the egg, but what happens? The energy just falls onto the ground, and then someone else can take it. That's what I mean. Like, what's stopping? What's stopping someone from just taking it off?
I will handle it. I will figure out a way. already got a few things coming up. Listen, I just want to be upfront with you. You were upfront with me. Appreciate your honesty. And your confidence, as always. Jorge Small is a fake name, man. He was suspicious as all fuck. Like, well, he turned into a ferret?
I realise that in retrospect, yes.
Like, do you remember anything about this guy at all? Anything you don't want to say from the others?
I mean, he had a mask, he was small, he had these, like, psychic daggers or something.
Nothing at
Didn't
all
quite-
he said?
He had a weird accent.
Like, weird how? Like, could you place it?
I don't think so. It was unlike anything I've heard.
Did he talk about anything in particular, or was he just very silent?
No, he just was an asshole, really. He just didn't seem to like me very much.
For any reason?
None that I could tell.
Do you think he knew us? Back when we were hanging out with, like, Demir and the others?
I don't think so.
Maybe, like, he's small enough. Do you think he might be one of Terry's friends, or...
No, I don't think he was a dwarf.
Ah, that's fair enough, man. Alright, listen, man. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Like, I know that was very heated. I'm certain that's not what you were expecting. You asked me to come on over. It's like all this is a lot. All right.
No, I
I didn't
understand.
think I would feel this shit about knowing how right I was. In the sense that going in was a total mistake. Obviously, everyone had their own reasons for it. I'm not saying that Grona does not deserve to see her job. Don't worry about it.
I'm not sure what to do, and I'm not sure just releasing the energy is the best idea. At least not
I will
until we
figure
know
out a
what
way.
we'll-
I will figure out a way. That part is up to me. This next part is going to be a team effort. And there's no one that I would much rather have by my side than you.
And so you're not at all interested in just. I mean, Callahan, you serve the gods, don't you? You're not interested in handing it to them. You're not interested in.
Why? Maul is flooded with ghosts on the daily. I really don't think the gift is really going to make any difference to him. Do you know what I mean? Not to mention, that'd probably be considered bribery, and it's more likely he'll come down and kick my ass. Like, I don't know. He's a weird dude. One time, twice that I met him. The main issue is that this thing is Emily's with an unknown one. We need to find that. Why do you want to use it? What are you going to use it for, man? Is that, like, we're leading into this. What exactly do you want to use this all-powerful energy source for?
Well, I don't want to. I don't want to be. I don't want to be used. I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want. I don't want us to have to worry about if we're going to die walking into some volcano, if we're going to drown in some lake fighting some strange Hydra creature, if we're going to. It's. There's so much we could do. There's. Even now, I'm running. And Emrys kind of clutches the amulet of what was called The Talisman of the Stranger.
Yeah.
Even now, we're running from wizards, from people who are extremely powerful mages out to presumably kill us, and I'm running from another as well, who's done who knows what to me, but are we just going to run? They're going to catch up unless we do something, unless we take action to
You want to use
prevent...
the flame? You want to use the flame of light for war?
War? You'd call this war? I'm protecting myself. We're protecting ourselves.
Amos, when we first met, like, I watched you struggle with spells. You are now one of the most powerful casters I've ever encountered.
Powerful enough to defeat Arthur?
Maybe, man. Maybe. I mean, before he died, me and Terry made a promise to make sure that Arthur Dane doesn't hurt anyone else. And as it stands, I have been racking up a lot of powerful allies in the city that Arthur wronged the most. Albion's a different kind of fish, but listen, deal with certain problems at certain times, and then clear the board. What matters right now is getting that egg back, making sure this dumbass Krona, and he fucking rolls his eyes as he thinks her name, gets back to Natasha safely, make sure Natasha's safe, make sure everyone else is safe, make sure that stupid kid Keha is safe. Because Christ, she is not fit for adventure. Running off on your own, doing your own thing, going off your own plan, which is ironic, is not the way to go. Oh, fucking my head hurts. Man, Emrys, I love you, man. I will help you out no matter what you want to do. But I also need you to meet me halfway here. Like, if we need to stand and fight, I will stand there with you and fight.
Okay, Callahan. If you have there's something I've been keeping. If you have my back no matter what, do you have my back no matter what?
I mean, as long as you have mine.
I will always have your back, Callahan. We've got through so much together. The reason I'm even thinking about this power that's impossibly huge is because I've seen you slip from me, Callahan, and I don't want it to happen again. But there's something, Callahan, how much do you know about that power that brought you back?
How much, Ran, do I know about the power that brought me back? I presume the red baby, yeah?
Yeah, the one that Emrys
Yeah.
How much did Emrys tell Callahan?
I don't know if Emrys. Well, I think Emrys told Callahan about making a wish on this creature
Yeah.
that grows stronger, and I think that's about it.
I remember you rolled a religion check, and you didn't know what the creature was, Callahan. So I believe you only know as much as Amris told you, which was a creature, a red-skinned devilish creature that granted a wish, but it grows strong. According to the angels, it grows stronger the more wishes it grants,
Gotcha. Cool.
and that it was a creature of Kador.
Yes. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you very much for the refresher. Colin nods. He's like, "Yeah, I mean, grant more wishes, the baby becomes a whole ass dude. I imagine once he becomes a man, or whatever it wants to be, it's gonna be bad for the rest of us."
I'm not really sure, but ever since then, I've been hearing a whisper. I've gained abilities that I didn't have before, but this whisper was suggesting that I acquire the power from this egg. And I'm not saying that's the reason that I'm doing this.
As you're saying that, Amaris, you look at Callahan and you realize he's frozen in place.
Emrys just sighs.
Amaris,
Yes.
as you see yourself next to you, I would be very, very careful with what information you provide.
And why is that? How much do you expect me to keep?
I do believe telling a cleric of Mal about certain deals and powers that you are getting is not really appropriate.
I would trust Callahan more than I trust you.
Let me just say this. Don't do it.
Why should I believe you?
Do you like the power that you have? Were you not the one who wanted to be safe? Callahan can't do that. You know that. You've seen it. I can. I will always keep you safe. Because I have the power to do that. Callahan does not. Think before you say anything, Amaris. Be very careful. There are certain secrets that are best kept secret. For the good of everyone. Especially yourself and your friends. Are we clear?
I will. I will not divulge any more than I need to.
Very well. And you see the world begins to move again. Yep.
Yo, JoJo's reference in the chat. Let's go. Frozen time. So I can't perceive frozen time is pretty much what I was picking up. from the
No,
group
no,
chat
you
right now.
cannot. Unfortunately, Callahan has not unlocked that level of perception yet.
How high does my perception need to be? It
That's level
can't go much
20.
higher.
That's your level 20 capstone.
Yeah. You need you need to be you need to have a passive perception of 35 to perceive time stop.
With a passive perception of 28, I can tell you that's bullshit.
I'm going to write that down in my notepad, my style called Rand Notes. Need passive perception of 35 to see time.
Anyway,
always has that one.
Emrys,
He always
you
has that one.
you see you do see that the world resumes to before. By the way, before you mention that the whole thing about having whispers and
okay.
yeah.
So sorry, I hear the bit about whispers or I don't hear it.
You did not hear the part about whispers. Basically, Emrys asked Callahan what he knew about the angel, about the devil child that granted the wishes,
And then he starts telling him how he needs to trust somebody who wants to tell him something, and then he says nothing.
and then time stopped. Yes.
And just looks at him. Okay, what is it? What's... Get off your chest, man. We are... Fucked up time for suspense. We're literally sitting on the rock where I divulged my fucking life to you.
I don't trust that, but its power brought you back. I don't trust the angels either, as I'm sure you don't either, based on what you said just now. But there... After you were brought back, did you feel as if there was anything afflicting you?
Yeah, remember me, you, and Demir, we all felt a little different, so I cast Restoration on the three of us, remember?
Right,
I sorry, do you know what? I did that with Demir elsewhere and got you separately. Demir, fuck a reason. It was like, it was a curse that was kind of placed on him. We both felt something breaking. And I cast it on you, remember?
Yes. Well, I don't trust the angel, but it says that this, as I'm sure you noticed when you tried to free me of that affliction, it wasn't entirely gone from me. But the angel, Mihel, said that in return for offering the egg to it, it could remove that affliction. On the other hand, if I were to if I were to use the X power myself, I worry that it could. It will enable me to do what I want, to protect us, to stop the things that I'm worried about reaching us from reaching us. But
I'm telling
I'm
you,
not
man,
sure what else might happen.
there are different ways to go about this.
But if
You
we just
don't need to risk using a power that we know and understand very little to nothing of.
then
Like,
should
we are getting stronger every single day. Both of our mastery of magic has increased exponentially since we started. I am constantly making sure you're on your feet. And I know no matter what comes at us, you can blast right through it. Do you really want to risk potentially everything?
I don't want to risk everything, and that's why I want to make sure that we have.
But that's what you could be
the
doing.
power
You don't
to
know
test
if this
it.
thing could be helpful for you. You have no way to show that what you're trying to do could work. And the exact same way, there's a very real chance this thing could be used as a devastating weapon. And if it's mishandled, we're all going to pay for it.
That's exactly why we. Then, right. I think what we need then is to know more about it before we make our decision on whatever we do with it. But I think we are agreed in that we can't just let
Absolutely.
it be used to revive.
Yeah.
anyone.
I am going to go straight to bed. Which, and he says this out loud, which I would love to use my tents for, but unfortunately they have been burned to a crisp.
Let it go, man.
Both of my tents.
Emrys will, turn around and let Callahan leave, but kind of after a couple of seconds, Callahan will just hear kind of in his head, "Thank you for talking with me, Callahan."
Anytime, buddy. Anytime. I don't know if he has the ability to cut off the psychic link, but he does put up
He
a wall
doesn't.
to shell.
No.
He does.
It's kind of a one-way thing. You're forced to. No consent. You're just forced to it.
He does like a mental thing that, at this point, I feel Emrys would recognize as like him wanting to cast off the conversation. Over and out. 10-4, good buddy. Yeah. In the meantime, Karis, Xena, and Alphonse, are any of you talking while the others are also having a conversation? Are you just individually just resting up?
Alphonse is not starting any conversation. He's just sitting and drinking.
Until he passes out?
Try and think.
Not really.
Okay. So Karis and Xena, nothing?
I'm keeping
Xena's
to myself
transcend.
and making sure that Krona's resting fine.
Okay, just
while I get
making
ready to
sure.
rest myself.
All right.
Sorry, you asked the quiet ones and the drunk.
I know. I'm just giving you guys the opportunity. So
I know.
right? Just giving you guys the opportunity in case you wanted to. So
what's Jorge up to?
Yes, we cut back to Jorge and you just hear haha, and then we cut back to the party again.
Meanwhile, Legion of Jorge.
Yes. By the way, who is keeping watch?
I'll keep watch for a little bit
Okay.
since
Callahan will take care of the end.
yeah. I don't trust a drunk Alphonse to keep watch, but Alphonse is more hurt, and Xena is already trancing. So
Okay.
that
Xena will watch the last 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, Karis, Callahan, and then Xena. Important question. Is anyone not sleeping? Like, choosing not to sleep?
Emrys is struggling to sleep because of things on their mind, but will eventually fall asleep.
Okay. Alright.
Also, we'll stay up drinking until the morning.
Okay. Okay, so, Karis, roll me a perception.
All right. My character sheet closed because Roll20 disconnected again.
Oh no. Oh, Callahan, you can also roll a perception.
Oh boy.
9,
I'm
okay.
gonna use my hero point on that.
You can use your hero point.
I'm not.
There we go. That's what you get when you use a hero point.
We do have like 4 that we can use.
That's also true. Yeah. Low rolls for Callahan.
That is a surprisingly low roll. I saw
Yeah.
it 19. I was like, how the fuck? Is that even possible?
Did you miss the perceptions? Did you miss him?
He's so. I know. I mean, like, obviously, it's fantastic looking stat to be rolling so high.
Yeah.
But like, I feel that maybe he's just so angry that his anger is clouding his vision,
All right.
literally, because he doesn't have the brain power to deal with it.
Callahan, in the middle of your watch, not even 4 hours into your long rest, your bracer begins to light up again. Not the same light as when Fabus tried to communicate with you.
Ho ho! Oh my days. Okay. We're gonna pick up.
And then you see, as you push the button, you see this red light begin to project from the bracer. It begins to move around, and it begins to stop in one direction towards the forest.
Sorry, what kind of shape is coming out?
It's a light that is projecting like in a cone, and it's moving around until it stops in one position.
Get the feeling that this is that's the direction in which the egg is from. Like, I suppose, like, because Callahan knows locate object, or just how it works. Is this very similar to it?
It's not like locate object. It is literally just a light that is pointing in the direction of the forest. You can interpret what you will from that.
Okay. And does the light stay on for long, or?
It seems like if you press the button, it goes off, and if you press the button again, it turns on again.
Callum whispers like a quiet thank you to Pappas.
All right. Do you do anything?
Like getting up and walking in the direction, like, does that make it grow any brighter?
No, but if you walk in to the side, it does follow the same direction. You start going to the side and it starts veering to the left, for example. The more right you walk, seems to be focused on it's almost like a compass. Instead of pointing north, it's pointing the same direction.
Gotcha. Is there anyone else who's up with him, or is he doing the watch alone?
Nope, you are still the only one up. Also, Keha hasn't returned yet.
Yeah.
Wait, Alphonse would be up.
No, Alphonse is
Maybe.
up. Yes, Alphonse is up. Yes. Drunk, but up.
Hey, Alman, you awake? That's how. Whenever you drink, you always keep your eyes open, man. Hello.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm asking you if you're awake. See this red light coming out
Yeah.
of my arm?
Yeah, I am awake. Been asleep a long time, probably. Now I'm awake.
Yeah, I've seen enough dudes in bars. I know what that means. Yeah, my guy, I don't know what to do. Like, this is clearly
Oh.
Alice.
Callahan, please ask. I have all the answers you might ever need.
Yeah, dude. Sure. Um, should I investigate the red light?
No.
You're all looking like shit. Callahan will watch the light for the rest of his shift
Okay.
until the next person wakes up.
Xena is the next one that wakes up about an hour later.
He takes off
Is
the bracelet and is like, Xena, could you come over here real quick?
Xena goes over to Callahan.
Alright, so I know you've never met him. Me and Emerson, we have this friend called Fabus. He is like really super smart. Like, I don't know. Like, I think maybe there's something wrong with him. He's not smart. He is like, he's so much brain. Like he's half person, half brain. It's incredible. He gave me this, and I asked him to help me locate the egg. I was talking into my thing earlier. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Xena?
Xena is just.
Haha.
Yes.
Oh dear, I can't do that laugh as Callahan. Could you keep an eye on this? I want to know where it moves to, if it does.
Where is this pointing to?
Ideally, where we're trying to go, but I can't be certain that it actually is leading there. I think it is, but man, there's been way too much uncertainty this day.
Should we go now? Or do we need to wait?
I think we're better off everyone's back up at strength. Do you know what I mean? Alphonse needs to sleep this over, and he gestures towards Alphonse if he's still awake. I burned a lot of spell slots trying to heal you guys. Karis looks spent. Emerus looks like a zombie. I don't know how much magic that guy used, but it was too much. Krona's arms are in bits. I did like, don't take this the wrong way. You aren't looking too hot yourself. I think we need to just buckle down. Keep an eye out for Kayhan.
At this point, Xena's no longer rested.
No. You trance for 4 hours doesn't mean you don't need the 8 hours for the long rest.
No, the elves get the full benefit of the same result of a human resting for 8 hours after a 4-hour trance.
You get, yes, of sleeping, not the benefit of a long rest. There's a difference.
Technically, Massif is right. That is the official ruling, even though it is dumb. Although they fixed it in the playtest for next.
After resting in this way, you get the same benefit a human would from 8 hours of sleep. So if a human would gain a benefit of a long rest after 8 hours of sleep, then an elf would get the benefit after 4 hours of trance. I mean, isn't that how it's interpreted?
it just means you because here's the thing: a long rest isn't just sleeping for 8 hours. Is grabbing something to eat, doing light activities, and then sleeping. That is a long rest. So you do need the 8 hours. You just don't need to be sleeping for the full time as a normal human. You can be doing other things like light activities, like keeping watch and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you still haven't finished the long rest. You're just rested enough that you don't need to quote unquote sleep because of trance.
Okay. Xena will take the bracelet then. And is Alphonse still awake?
Yep, just drunk and awake.
Xena goes over to Alphonse and says, "Go to sleep, you idiot."
No. You silly elf.
Alphonse.
Hey, Xena. Xena. Xena.
Xena
What are you doing?
takes the bottle
What are you
from
doing,
him.
What are you doing, Xena?
Xena's gonna yeet it over into as far as she can,
Ooh.
which is probably not far.
Okay, Xena just yeets the bottle.
Alphonse does nothing. You let her.
And the bottle crashes upon contact with a rock as it falls.
Hey, Xena. Xena.
What?
What are you doing? Hey,
I'm
Xena.
sorry, I think
Xena.
Xena's just gonna walk away.
Errata
Xena,
reading, an
can I
elf
let you know on a
rest
secret?
would have to be 6 hours, because the errata of this is that a long rest is 8 hours.
Let's just talk about it offline after the
Okay.
session.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna do. Sorry, what did Alphonse say?
Can I let you in on a secret, Xena?
What?
You're not very nice. Oh, wait. It's not a secret.
Xena tells him something in Elvish, and no, not in Elvish, because he understands
Yeah.
that. She says something in what's it, Sylvan, and then walks away.
Hey, Xena. Xena. Can I let you in on a secret, Xena?
Xena's gone.
That was very nice. And that's it.
All right, Xena, you do notice. Do you click the button? Do you put on the bracer and click the button, or you just keep it?
That's what Callahan told her to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then she's gonna do that.
I'd say Callan probably showed how to do it, but would have just left the light on anyway.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So if you turn it on, you do notice that the light is not moving the whole time. Just keeps pointing that direction.
All right. Xena's gonna keep watching.
All right. Roll a perception real quick.
Alrighty. Do. I'm gonna use one of our 4 hero points.
Okay.
Just be... Okay, that wasn't much better.
You are slightly more attentive than you thought you were. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. So it does seem like nothing bad happens during your watch, and everyone wakes up in the morning. Keha has not returned.
Let's go.
Is everyone going?
Callan does cast Locate Object to see if it matches the same direction as the yoke.
Okay, so don't you need to be familiar with the object? Let me check.
No, I just need a good description of it.
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you.
It's not based off of like descriptions as well, then no.
Let's see. Spell okay. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direct. I'm gonna say if they give you a good enough explanation, it still works.
We can probably get a more detailed
Yeah, it was like-
explanation from Krona now that she's awake.
Yeah.
It was also like super intricate and detailed. I imagine they're like most eggs are pretty normal.
Yeah.
This is like a metal egg.
It is. So you get a description. Krona does seem like she is not in the best of state. She does say before that If I go with you, I'm just gonna be a hindrance. I'll wait here.
Are you sure?
Again, if I go with you, I'm just gonna be a hindrance. So it's best if I stay here. And she makes it very obvious that she can barely move her arms.
All right, let's get going then.
Your locate object, though, does not give you any pings.
So it's not within 1,000 kilometers. At a character, can Jorge move that fast?
I just want to point out that 1,000 feet is very different than 1,000
Yeah.
kilometers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's fair enough.
And is that light coming from your bracelet there?
Yeah, it's from opposite thing. All right, guys, pack up and sack up. Let's go.
All right.
We're on the hunt for a Jorge.
So I just want to point out that 1,000 kilometers is about 1,000 feet is about 300 meters.
Yeah, it's pretty far, but it's not that far, to be honest.
Yeah. It does last for 10 minutes, so it's like going around and there's a radar thing. But
be forced to use our terrible measuring system.
yes.
I'm not gonna lie.
How dare you Americans create a D&D game that uses the terrible measuring system.
So that means Jorge ran in the span of 8 hours 3 times my entire county. That's a big letdown.
That's 300 meters.
300 meters is not that
Oh, sorry, I thought you said kilometers.
No, it's 300
That'd
meters.
be meters.
Yes.
I did hear meter and just presumed kilometer. Never mind. I actually feel a lot better. All of a sudden, I don't feel like as athletic as fucking Jorge.
Locate object is basically good in like cities.
It's basically when you're close enough that you just want to pinpoint the exact location of something. But yes, so either way, you use the locate object, don't really find it, but you start going with you start heading towards the location where the light is. Yes.
I want to do something before I left.
All right.
Because Alphonse is still drunk. Like he was drinking heavily, didn't sleep, he's still a bit drunk.
Yes. Oh, speaking of which, roll a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage because you're poisoned from being drunk.
11.
Cool. You don't suffer any exhaustion from not sleeping.
Okay, so before going away,
Yes.
he's going next to Corona, and he's going to whisper in her ear. You know, Corona, I did a lot of thinking last night, and I think we need to accept the fact that they're dead, and so are we. Alright, see ya. And he walks away.
Just stares at you. Just find a fucking egg, you fucking... Just sighs as you're leaving. You all do notice that he has like this swagger to his step because he's drunk. But yes, you start following the light. And the light does seem to move, it's fixed in a position, which means every time you move around, it is following that exact direction. So it makes it actually really easy to maneuver through the forest if you're just following this light. And at some point, you actually find Chaos Lizard.
Oh no.
It's approaching you. And it has a limp. It stops in front of you. And you notice that it has an arrow sticking out of one of the back legs.
Yeah, I'll run straight over to it and try and help with the arrow.
All right. You pull it out.
What kind of arrow is it on?
You pull it out. And you get flashbacks immediately, Callahan. The fletching on the arrow, it resembles the same type of arrows that you remember seeing stuck in Terry's chest from the goblins.
Emrys is going to use 2 sorcery points to cast Detect Thoughts.
Before you do that, though, there's something else that happens.
Oh.
You do see that the giant lizard begins to choke on something. And then starts to puke something up. And you see Keha being puked up by her own lizard. And she drops on the floor, coughing. I hate that. I hate that. That stinks. It's awful. I love you. And she like hugs the lizard as she wobbles to her feet. Hi.
Hey, are you okay? What happened?
Yeah. So funny thing. There's these weird green people that started firing arrows at us. And then there was this big explosion.
Weird green people.
Yes, and then, Kiki ate me to keep me safe. She does that when she gets really worried. And I couldn't breathe properly because she points at the lizard's neck.
When was this?
That was, I don't know, a while back. She's been running for a while. I mean, 30, 40 minutes, maybe?
Which direction?
She points in the direction, and it's the same direction that the light is pointing.
Callahan.
Get back to camp. Look after Krona.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Yep. I'm not dealing with any of that. There's quite a few of them, and that was scary. Bye. She jumps on her lizard and begins to run away.
Callahan, could you contact Favis and ask him if he was aware that there were goblins and that they have stolen the egg?
Goblins?
Right, so goblins. Think of the military, and then think of a society built around the military, and then imagine if that society wanted to kill the gods.
They're small green creatures that love to murder things, I suppose. Well,
Every single word you've spoken has made me very happy.
Yeah, well, we get to fight them all to get this fucking egg back. I'm not going to bother Quabbas about it yet. I don't think this...
he needs to know. If
can
he
know.
has any information, first off, he needs to know that there are some still alive.
But we knew there was some alive. The rifts are still there.
I just want
Yes,
to point
we
out.
know that they were here.
So I want to point out it needs the bracelet needs 24 hours to recharge.
Emrys doesn't know that.
Oh, 24
yes.
hours. I thought. The bracelet isn't charged anyway. You have to wait a little bit.
All right.
I want to keep this. My big fear is that they're using this for the same reason that Bavis wants to use that storm ward.
That's why I'm worried. We need to, at the very least, Favis, look, if anyone knows what they might be doing, what they might do with it, where they might be, it's going to be him.
none of that information has really helped us out. So I'm thinking, I want to keep this use of Shan the Fabus once we arrive to be able to shut down whatever machine that they're going to be using.
Right. When we get closer, we already know. I suppose we already know which direction they're going to be
Exactly. Asking him now
Right.
to try and explain things that we don't have enough information about, we're wasting all of our times. At the very
Right.
least, Fabus is helping us locate these guys.
in. Yes, you're right. Yes.
Alphonse, Karasina, you guys still okay with helping us against goblins?
Once we are done with all of this stuff that is on a deadline, we are going to need to sit down and talk about all of the stuff that you two know about that we don't.
Well, it's perfectly normal to not know everything that everyone else knows.
About what we've been dealing with over here. You knew more about the Angel, and now you know about these goblin things, which are an organized military in the West.
It's not like I knew we were going to encounter an angel or the goblins. They're both quite rare.
We'll talk about this later. We need to get the egg back.
It's a later issue. If anyone
Yes.
has any media questions, ask them away. Beyond that, let's go. Malls, Misfits, roll out. And he looks at everyone to be like, ooh, maybe I'm going to catch on and say Malls, Misfits, roll out as well.
No.
Xena just starts walking.
Terrace
Yeah,
Road
Cal-
as well.
Cal
With a sense of
dejected as fuck.
a sense of urgency.
All right.
The sense of urgency.
You start moving towards in the direction. Are you just? We're about to finish. I just want to say, are you going stealthily or are you moving at a fast pace?
Sure, just let me clank, go clank, stealth clank.
I don't know. I'm giving you
assume
options.
Xena's gonna stealth.
I assume we're going fast because we're trying to catch up.
Well, if you're going
Well,
fast, you can stealth.
Okay, so if they're saying 30 to 40, if KO is saying 30 to 40 minutes, then Xena would recommend, going, close to that amount of time, and then stealthing. Once they basically
Okay.
get close. Because presumably the blizzard, that was 30, 40 minutes ago with the blizzard running away full speed.
Yeah,
So
bow and arrow
they kind
in.
of just, so if they just kind of time it properly, that they can go quick, and then
Okay,
enter
I'm gonna
stealth.
say sure that works, especially with Callahan's passive perception. I'm gonna say you can do that kind of stuff. Roll stealths real quick. Just to see. Yes, Calavision activate.
I'm going to use another one of our hero points.
You have 3.
Um,
Alphonse, remember you have this advantage because you're drunk.
I mean, might as well use my hero point, right?
Oh, Karis.
Try burn a lesser restoration
I'm
just
gonna
on drunken
use
Alphonse.
one of those hero points we have.
Well, there's 2 hero points. Also, Alphonse.
It automatically is rolling at disadvantage because I have heavy armor equipped.
Yeah, well, sure, no problem. But
Yeah.
but by the way, Alphonse, I'm gonna say you get to keep the natural 20 because, sorry, I blanked out. Callahan is using a lesser restoration to fix your drunkenness. You're no longer drunk.
Okay.
Wait,
so
wait. No. Real important question. Do you stop Callahan?
Would he notice
No,
Callahan's
because
casting the
it's
spell?
healing restorative magic.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So you see what
It was-
he's laughing, going around, skipping, and then as soon as Callahan casts it on him, he just
Depression.
crumbles down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Osio, are you using your hero point for
Like,
Yeah, I'm using my hero point. now.
Okay.
he's so
I had to use one of the big hero points.
hard that yeah.
Okay. So if we have one more hero point, or did Callahan roll yet for stealth?
Callahan did roll a 19.
More than
If we have one more,
that is delicious.
okay, if that's the case, we have one more hero point. I'm gonna burn it on my stealth again. 'cause
Okay,
it's
go.
lowest. So I rolled a 1 and then a 2.
I don't think I'm gonna really be able to do anything better than a 15 in
Okay.
heavy
That's
armor.
my
Okay.
guy. That's my guy.
So,
With an
Here we
as,
go.
as you are all sneaking through the forest, you all stop by some bushes as you see what seems to be ruins. What used to be a large compound now is reduced to just a few walls and a tower. This tower, half of it seems to have been gone. You do see a set of stairs leading up where the light is pointing towards it. But you also see something very familiar, Callahan and Amorous. Goblins, arranged in a formation around the tower. Battle formation. Goblins in armor and spears. Archers. And a few others moving around, standing at attention. And ready. That's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Wow, they really are green.
Oh,
They are green, yes.
Damn it, Dusk. You made a goblin character after all.
I did it, boys. I did it.
That was
Callahan so didn't want us to defeat the Phoenix that his player made a character to keep us from having the Phoenix power.
I made a new PC just to show everyone that Callahan was right all along.
God damn. God damn. All right, let me just find someone to read real quick. And but this was a fun session for the RP and the all the other stuff with stealing the egg.
Jesus.
I have been screaming at Osio for about 40 minutes. Like, I need to apologize to everyone in my apartment and my neighbors where it's been like, listen, guys, there's nothing going on.
Well,
so did Alphonse not even get like benefits of like a short rest for like?
no, he did.
Diary?
He did. He just had to roll to see if he gained exhaustion from not sleeping.
Okay.
Wait, so you got benefits?
Yeah, you get.
You were still resting, you just didn't sleep.
Yeah, if you don't sleep during your long rest, you still gain the benefits of the long rest. You just risk getting exhaustion from not sleeping.
Okay. That's news to me, but I like it.
It's
does
been
he
like
lose
that for
one
9
wound?
years that we've been playing together.
Does he lose one wound, or
Yes,
keeps them?
he loses all his wounds.
All his wounds? Okay. All right.
Fuck it. I'll.
I mean, we keep changing some rules. Because, yeah. But
No.
we've been playing with these ones for a long time.
Nah, it's fine. I don't know this person, but it's not. I don't know this person. It's D&D streamers. I don't know any other D&D streamers, but I figure we could raid a D&D streamer. They seem fun. Oh no, wait, it's Spanish.
I mean,
D&D.
I can. It's not D&D, but I can, give suggestions again if you want.
I wanted to see if I could find another D&D play streamers.
Let me have a look. Let me have a look. I mean, there's lots of D&D streams.
Oh, this person is making a D&D character out of Chainsaw Man.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Excellent.
I think that's a win, boys. All right, let's rate this person, Peculiar Little Rabbit. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight and watching our little show. Lots of RPing today and backstabbing from the best character ever, Jorge Small.
Jorge, we will never forgive you.
Yeah.
I should have pushed him into the
Mastermind.
lava when I had the chance.
Thank you so much, everyone, for
you
listening to
should've.
me, Jorge. I especially want to thank my housemates for listening to me practice Jorge while doing dishes.
Aww, it's cute. It's adorable. It's fucking
I
adorable.
showed everyone. It was fantastic. Fantasimo run.
Listen, and it was well worth all the practice. Okay, we love Jorge. But now he is an NPC. He is mine now.
But we're all forgetting.
That's why the
important
kill the
thing
PC
is-
didn't work. Oh,
Yeah, I know. I know. That's what I'm saying. We should-
Exactly.
Like, kill Jorge back to the
Well,
volcano.
you know it did work. You killed him as a PC. Now he's an NPC.
I like that reasoning even more.
You ended his life as a
Nice.
PC.
All right, let's go raid. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Have a good
Bye.
evening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, Twitch.
Bye.
Just say bye, Twitch.